segments of society today. May the truth be spoken by us and affirmed in others, that in seeking truth, the world will come to find you, the source of all truth. Amen.
Okay, on October 28th, for the Department of Water Resources, I approved the promotion of Brian Kane to the position of Water System Supervisor to be effective October 27, 2024, at the rate of $33.43 per hour with 108-day probation.
Good morning.
Morning, Andrew.
Tom, you can't close it, it has to stay open. Sorry.
Okay, today's financials include a supplemental from the Commissioner's Office to the General Fund miscellaneous transfers out accounts for additional appropriations being set for a capital transfer for the Agricultural Society, reimbursements for interest income transfers and grant matches, and a supplemental from the Commissioner's Office as well in the Building Improvements Fund Professional Services account for additional engineering and architectural work being planned for the Safety Center roof and parking lot, as well as the maintenance barn roof. There's a cash transfer from the Commissioner's General Fund Operating Transfers Out account for the initial contribution to the Sheriff's new Traffic Safety Fund using money set aside from the Sheriff's budgeted appropriations that were previously moved. Among the encumbrances are some travels from the Auditor's Office to attend the 2025 Ohio Public Employer Labor Relations Association Annual Conference, and from Water Resources to attend the 2024 County Sanitary Engineers Association of Ohio Winter Conference. And there's a then and now from the Commissioner's Office to I. Bolden O'Brien for appointed council fees from 2023 that were not previously encumbered. Among the vouchers are $298,105.66 from the Auditor's Office ARPA Fund to Agra Sludge Incorporated for the Aquila Wastewater Treatment Plant Improvements Project, $391,282.40 from the Engineer's Office to Colbert and Contractors LLC for the asphalt resurfacing of County Highway 604 Section A through B and 605 Section A. And finally, $58,402.96 from the Sheriff's Office to Hall Public Safety for the upfitting of 6 new police cruisers.
Just real quick, could you just touch on the status of where we're at with the conversation we left off a couple weeks back about the payroll? And I know I was thinking that we would write a letter, cease and desist to all interested parties that were using that payroll for other than general fund. But can you give us an update to that?
Sure. I was on vacation, obviously, the previous week, but when I got back, I did check, and the payroll that had been finalized right before we did this, all those funds did come out of their proper funds, not the ARPA fund. Mm-hmm. So all those funds I mentioned that were incorrectly being taken out of ARPA were taken out of their correct funds, mm-hmm. the funds that they should have been.
So that stopped and they're using the budgeted amount in their payroll accounts.
Correct, yes.
To the payroll.
Yes.
So what's the status as far as the return of those funds back to the
I listened in on a budget commission meeting where they, Prosecutor Flays did discuss that. He was investigating whether or not legally those elected officials could distribute funds to the ARPA fund from their designated funds. He questioned whether or not he would be able to get that done within the 30-day time frame. But from that point on, I have not heard anything else. He was going to communicate directly with those elected officials to let them know the result of his investigation into the ORC regarding it.
Yeah. Well, I hope he looks as thoroughly at returning it as to taking it out too.
Right.
Because that's the point that, now I don't know if that's, there's anything in our higher values code about doing that or not, but it certainly was not the intent of what our resolution was and what we've been broadcasting to the Budget Commission and the public for the last probably 2.5–3 years. Is the intent intent of that money.
Right,
So,
for sure.
hopefully he's looking at that with the same lens, so.
I will try and reach out to some of those parties, this week to find out if they've heard anything from his office or not.
And that's, you're still saying it's close to $1 million has been taken out of the ARPA account as of today.
From those particular funds, yes,
Yeah.
it's far more,
More.
overall.
Like,
And
the
we
general
will,
fund.
yeah, we will, get through that 10 million, I think, without any issues.
Mhm.
So,
But the
But yeah.
intent is for 2025, that we will have $10 million at the discretion of the board
yes,
going forward.
yes.
That money will be used for the courthouse and the courthouse project. That's it.
There is a sufficient budget, or a sufficient amount of cash, I would imagine, in the general fund even right now, that come 2025, we should have no issues
Right.
transferring $10 million.
Understood, but again, that ARPA money is meant for
Yes,
what the intent, what our plan was originally. And with that resolution, we had to clean it up.
yes.
Yeah.
It was good that we stopped it when we did, before it got any worse.
Mhm.
And we're gonna try and see
Mhm.
whatever we can do to get that money back.
Mhm.
And I think we will be okay, with or without that money,
Mhm.
at the beginning of the year on getting that transferred to the
Right.
capital reserve fund phase 2 for the
Yeah.
courthouse.
Yeah, because, again, to me, that looked like some type of attempt to circumvent the budgeting process for certain elected officials as to, because that money, if that would have been encumbered and put into the 2025 and carried over to 2025, what you're telling me is theoretically, we wouldn't have been able to get that money back. That would have been, in their budgets going forward.
It would have shown up at the beginning of the year as an additional unappropriated balance.
Correct.
Over and above what they had
Yeah.
budgeted, yes.
So for those that we had denied their additional appropriation requests, potentially they could have circumvented what this board's wishes were in the budgeting process, correct?
Technically, they could have done a supplemental using those
Yeah.
unappropriated
Exactly.
additional funds, yes.
Exactly. That's the way I see it.
Right,
Yeah.
yeah. Potentially.
Thank you, Adrian.
Yep. Do we have a motion for the financials?
Yes, I'll
Are there
make a
any
motion.
questions? You have a question?
No.
No, okay, go ahead.
I'll second the motion.
Commissioner Lennon?
Yes.
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 Thank you very much.
Thank you, Adrian. Appreciate it.
Good morning.
How you
Thank you
doing?
for your time.
Good.
Going great now
You
that
guys are
I'm
busy.
healthy again.
Yes. Oh, you're not feeling well?
I was down for a week.
Oh, right,
with
okay.
COVID,
Yeah.
so,
Oh, boy.
but well over that now.
That's still a thing, huh?
Well, it was like a bad cold.
Yeah.
A couple days of miserable.
Good. I'm glad you're back.
Bunch of stuff today. We had an error in one of our last requests. So the airport authority is requesting the board amend the motion from October 17th to correct the match numbers to read approved reimbursement request number 3. I think we had it as number 2. For FAA AIP grant 3-390054-027-2023 for the construction of parallel taxiway A pavement and LED lighting phase 1 of 2 design in the amount of $71,600 with a local match of $35,80.
What a great deal.
And I think that was, we had a transpose in there too.
Very good. That's great. I will make the motion to approve.
Second the motion.
Commissioner Lennon?
Yes.
Commissioner Bowe?
Yes.
Commissioner Spillier?
Right.
And that brings that up to 90%, and then we've just got the close out of it and everything. We're getting ready to do that too, so that you'll see that in a few weeks
Yeah,
here.
that's great. Well, you guys have been doing an excellent job of keeping that on pace, so appreciate it.
Doing what I can.
Yep.
Second item, airport authorities requesting the board approve and execute resolution 24-186, authorizing the president of Geauga County Airport Authority Board to execute and submit the application to the Ohio Department of Transportation. I think this is an error too, it says 2024, it should be 2025. Ohio Matching Grant Program for General Aviation Airports. That's the 5% match for the FAA grant for the construction of parallel taxiway A, including connectors A1, A2, and the final phase to install the taxiway edge lights.
Okay, great. I'll make a motion with the correction for fiscal year 2025.
Second the motion.
Hold on.
You wanna make sure?
I want to make sure I don't have to fix the. Yeah, she's got it in the resolution as 2024,
Okay,
so it needs to be 2025.
yes.
Okay, so when you're in executive session, I will correct the number.
Okay.
Print it, and then you can sign it before the end, so we can move forward.
Okay,
So-
do you wanna hold off on the motion then?
No, we're
No.
good, we're just gonna make it for 2025.
Okay, I'll make that motion for fiscal year 2025.
Second.
Commissioner Lennon?
Yes.
Commissioner DeWort?
Yes.
Commissioner Spillier?
Wait.
We'll fix this. Okay. Continue.
So next, the airport authority is requesting the board approve and authorize the president of the board to execute the quitclaim deed for the consolidation of parcel 19,706,416, 19,706,222, 19,706,220, 19,706,221, 19,706,415, 19-072861, and 19-072805 within the village of Middlefield, and further approve and execute the maps of survey and plat consolidation.
Just real quick, did this go through the planning commission, the changes?
Yes.
Yeah,
I believe they did.
okay. Was it all approved there?
Through a while ago.
It was almost a year ago.
Okay, all
We
right.
were still trying to get all the tax commissioner, the state tax commissioner to approve all the properties to be tax exempt before they could be consolidated.
Great,
Planning
okay.
commission was very involved in it because we changed the first cover, the cover page on this plan, there's no plat on the township, which is enough.
Great,
Are all
okay.
these parcels contiguous?
Yes. They represent all the property that the commissioners own, or the county owns, that are in the village of Middlefield.
Oh, good, great. Okay, I'll make the motion to approve.
Second.
Commissioner Lennon?
Yes.
Commissioner DeWort?
Yes.
And then the last item is the airport authorities requesting the board approve and authorize the president of the board to execute quitclaim deed for the consolidation of parcel 18-703-200, 18-706-165, and 18-706-164 within Middlefield Township. This is the other half of the airport.
Very good, okay. So move.
Second.
Commissioner Lennon?
Yes.
Commissioner DeWort?
Yes.
Commissioner Spillier?
And that's the last item for that grant, so we will now be able to close that out.
Oh, good.
And so we'll see you back in a week or two.
Yeah, good, thank you.
Well, some other things. While I'm here, any questions that I can address or answer? Thank you for your time.
Thank you, Rick. Thank you.
Appreciate all you do to help us and support us. And
Thanks for your hard work.
This is doing good.
Thanks.
Howdy. Yeah. How you doing?
Good. A few change orders on here. Item number 7, the county engineer's office requesting the board approve and execute change order number 1 and final, decreasing the contract with Rhinebeck Paving Incorporated for the asphalt resurfacing Auburn Road, County Highway 4, sections K through M, and runs into Newberry Township in the amount of $19,851.62.
So moved.
Second.
Yes.
Item number 8, County Engineer's Office requesting the board approve and execute change order number 1 and final, decreasing the contract with Riley Paving Incorporated for the asphalt resurfacing of Chardon Windsor, County Highway 13, sections A through D, Hampden and Clarendon Townships, in the amount of $18,343.
So moved.
Second.
Commissioner Warren?
Yes.
Commissioner DeBoer?
Yes.
Thank you. And item number 9, the engineer's office requesting the board approve and execute change order number 1 and final, decreasing the contract with Trax Construction Company for the replacement of the Thwing Road Bridge, structure BR 27-B-0266 in Chardon and Munson Township in the amount of $3,417.50.
Okay, so moved.
Second with a question.
Okay.
What was the savings? I mean, what did they not do, or?
It was mostly incidental adjustments to planned quantity, so the structure was what the structure was. There was a little bit of embankment and restoration work that was less than what was expected. Everything else was per plan.
I like the word decreased.
Yeah.
Decreased.
3 out of 4 ain't bad,
Right,
as the sun grows.
exactly.
Commissioner Warren?
Yes.
Commissioner DeBoer?
Yes.
Commissioner DeBoer?
And item number 10, County Engineer's Office requesting the board approve and execute change order number 1 and final, increasing the contract with Grade Line Incorporated for the replacement of the Sperry Road Bridge, structure BR 0012-F-0359 in Chester Township in the amount of $3,697.
So moved.
Second.
Commissioner Warren?
Aye.
Commissioner DeBoer?
Yes.
Commissioner DeBoer?
And similarly, that one had a little additional embankment work and restoration work that led to a slight increase in the contract.
Oh, good.
So,
Okay.
all good?
Thank you for your
Thank you.
in-depth report.
Gentlemen?
Appreciate it.
Thank you.
Good morning.
Hey, good morning. Yeah.
Morning.
Item number 11 is that I received a call from the sheriff from Ashtabula County, and they did their recent jail inspection and reduced the amount of people that they can house there in the state. So they have been overcrowded for a long time. There's people there that have been sentenced, but have not been able to do their time for over a year. And he asked if we could do that. We do have room. We charge the same thing we do Cuyahoga County. He's gonna send us sentenced people, so they don't have to go to court anymore. They're done. They're serving their sentence. When they're done here, they go home. Makes things a lot easier. And I believe their commissioners allocated $35,000 to start off, and we'll see where it goes from there.
Typically, how long are these jail sentences? Is it,
They're all different. 10 days,
Okay.
you know,
but, I mean, not years?
no,
No.
no.
Okay. Okay. I was just curious.
People that got a DUI and got, you know, 3-4 days, I mean,
Gotcha.
you know, they're waiting a year to go do their time.
Yeah.
And we've even had someone call us and offer to pay themselves.
Just so they could
Get
get
it
it
over
over with.
Right.
Yeah, yeah. Interesting. So you got plenty of room, you said?
Yeah.
Yeah. Very good. I'll make a motion.
Second?
Commissioner Warren?
Yes.
Commissioner DeBoer?
Yes.
And then, real quick, I know, you know, in the past, we always had a section there, and we're always at capacity with ICE detainees. Has that changed at all over the last year or so, or has that been steady?
It's been pretty steady. It's been, what, 50, 40?
Yeah, a little over 50, a
Mhm.
little over 50 every day.
Mhm. And that's a separate population that you keep separate from the regular
No,
population?
it depends on how they're classified.
Okay.
If they're classified high risk, they go into a high risk spot. If they're
Okay.
low, then they can go into the dorms, and
Mhm.
just depends on the classification.
Gotcha, gotcha.
Again,
Because potentially that could change quickly next year.
Yeah, we can, yeah, we're limited as to what, and with the high, the high-risk people, if that pod's full,
Mhm.
then we can't accept them, so.
Right, but as far as ice detainees, that may change next year. Yeah, depending on who.
Changed 4 years ago.
Yeah, I mean, it was very active, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. So, but, and that was financially good for the county at the time.
Well, we're still doing pretty good. We're
Yeah,
$1.5 million.
we've upped the daily rates for the federal prisoners.
Mhm.
I think it's, we've been about 50 people a day, so.
Good, okay.
At $100 a day.
100. Good.
Is that the going rate, the $75? Like in Northeast Ohio for all the
Well,
sheriff's
that's what
offices?
yes.
Sheriff to sheriff, yeah, that's pretty common for that kind of thing, but other places, like the feds and whatnot, charge a little bit more.
Thank you.
Cool, thank you.
Morning.
Morning, Kathleen.
One item, we have a current contract with Buckeye Power Sales to do some generator work. It's only currently for wastewater locations, but we do have a generator here at the Services Center water plant that needs some work. So we are requesting that there be a contract maintenance modification to that contract that's already in place, to include water district generators as well as wastewater, and then increase the contract by $5,000, and then that would be encumbered from the water district fund.
Okay, very good. Make that motion?
Second?
Commissioner Romero?
Yes.
Commissioner Ford?
Yes.
Thank you.
All right.
The next item is payment request number 13 for the courthouse project, in the amount of $569,071.02 for the fit and construction.
Make the motion?
Second?
Commissioner Romero?
Yes.
Commissioner Ford?
Yes.
Morning.
Good morning.
Good morning.
How's everybody?
Good.
All right, for item number 14, community and economic development, we just wanted to discuss a request that we received from Great Lakes Growers to subordinate their third loan. He is looking to secure a new mortgage to do an addition to his greenhouse to grow out young plants. He's looking to, I think it's hire 5 new employees once this is done, but we would need to subordinate one of our mortgages behind this other mortgage. It's for $1.07 million, and he owes about $100,000 left on the mortgage that he has with us.
So the system's working.
Absolutely. He's paying, he pays every month, he pays on time, he's made his job creation, and he's looking to expand, and he's not looking for any more money from us, just to take out another loan with Farm Credit for his expansion.
I see.
And so we would be where in the pecking order?
We would be fourth.
Forward.
We would be behind about $6 million in Farm Credit loans.
And where were we?
We were second.
And the remaining, you said it's what, about 100-some thousand?
It's on 100.
On this particular
Yeah.
one.
And he borrowed how much originally?
250. No, 199 on this one. Yes, 199 on this.
So he's paid roughly about half.
About half.
Going from second to third, or to fourth.
Yes.
Yep.
And does he have other loans with the county besides this one?
He does. He's
Yeah.
got 2 other loans.
2 others.
They're local revolving loans.
And what is the status of those?
They're all on time.
Always have
He's done everything he's
Good,
planned.
okay.
Yes.
And do you know the rough numbers, dollar amounts on those?
For all 3 loans,
240.
yeah, we're 240,
All
loan.
in?
Yeah.
That's owed?
Yes,
Okay.
yeah. He owes 75,000 on one and 54 on the other.
Now,
And all of these are maturing in the next couple of years. The last loan that we're asking to subordinate matures, I believe it's 3 years.
okay.
28.
So just beyond that specific loan that we'd be dropping from
Just
second
that
to
one.
fourth?
Yes.
And then where are we on the other two?
We are first and second on
First
the
and
other
second.
two. It's on a different property. It's for White Road property.
Oh, right, okay.
Versus Kinsman
Yeah.
Sure, okay.
for collateral purposes, so.
But we are, right now, we're second on the property on this loan. We are first in business assets equipment, and we'll remain first on that one.
Okay. You know, I don't know how you guys feel, but that, I think the difference between second and fourth, you might as well be second and 10th. You know, I mean, if you're not first, you're last.
Yeah.
It sounds like he's been a good, you know, good participant in this program and has owned up to all of his responsibilities and has continued to do so, so I don't see any reason why not to continue that.
Especially in the growth of jobs.
Yeah, for sure. I mean, it's
Created quite the identity, I'll tell you.
Yeah.
Amazing business. So.
and this is for Great Lakes growers.
Correct.
Yeah. I probably will have to abstain from the decision now that I think of it, because
Certainly.
my cousin, I don't think he's a.
He is not.
Not anymore?
No.
Okay, but just for purposes of. keeping-
Yeah, we noticed that in years past, but
Yeah.
yeah, that was refinanced
Yeah,
many years ago, but we respect that, of course.
yeah.
For
They did
sure.
that before I was a commissioner, and then I believe my cousin sold.
Yeah.
He was the angel investor that
He
got
was.
the thing started, and then Bonner ended up buying him. out.
Yeah, and then they refinanced then at that point from Middlefield Bank to Farm Credit,
Correct,
so,
yeah.
yeah.
So, but I'll abstain anyway, just for purpose.
I'll make a motion to pass item number 14.
Okay. I didn't know where 14 was, just to have a discussion.
Yeah, we wanted to have
Oh.
a discussion, and now we're gonna
Okay.
hit you with the agreement.
Okay,
Wait for it?
sounds good.
So, can I rehab that, motion and second, please,
For,
to approve this
Okay.
subordination agreement?
Okay, I'll make a motion to approve this.
Okay. Commissioner Warren?
I'm gonna abstain.
Commissioner DeBoer?
Yes.
Commissioner Spillier?
Appreciate it.
All right, great, good job.
Deadline for this interest rate is October 31st, so.
Oh, really?
That's why we need it.
Nothing like
Yeah.
waiting,
Well, in
I mean,
defense
Part
of
of it was
him,
us.
it's
Yeah.
a lot
Oh, really?
to dig through.
Yeah.
Yeah.
A lot has gone on
Pretty
with
scary.
these different loans, and we wanted to make sure we were doing it right.
No, right, I know,
Correct.
keep it straight, yeah.
Yes.
For sure.
I appreciate that.
They did a great job.
We use Jerry quite a bit.
Figuring it all out and
Jerry keeps
making
us.
sure everything was in order.
Right. Appreciate that.
Thank you.
So 10, number 1.
Okay.
And we're going to move into executive session for discussing employment of a public employee.
Okay, so moved.
Second?
Commissioner Warren?
Yes.
Yes.
Turn with the election here, a couple of resolutions.
Mr. Mr. Spitaleri, I'm sorry, but could you speak up for those of us who are hearing impaired?
Resolutions?
He just said that they were back with action. They're back, they've returned, and they're
Right,
back with
right,
action.
right. So, appreciate your attention.
The Commissioner's Office is requesting the board accept the resignation of Kelly Bidlack, Human Resources Specialist, number 1316, to be effective November 15th, 2024.
So moved.
Second?
Commissioner Lennon?
Yes.
Commissioner DeBoer?
Yes.
Commissioner Spudler?
Yeah, we're gonna, Ms. Kelly, she's been a long, how long is she with us for now?
Over 6 years.
6 years?
6 or 7
Yeah.
years, yeah.
She's done an excellent job, hard worker, super dedicated. She found another opportunity, and we wish her well in that, and we're really sad to see her go, for sure. She's gonna be a tough position to fill.
So then,
I'm sad to hear her go.
do we do the next reason?
Yeah, that sounds good.
The Commissioner's Office is requesting the board approve the creation, title, and job description for the position of benefits specialist number 1330 to be effective October 29th, 2024. The Commissioner's Office is requesting the board approve the revised organizational chart to include the new position of benefits specialist number 1330 effective October 29th, 2024. And then remove the human resources specialist position to be effective November 16th, 2024. The Commissioner's Office is requesting the board grant permission to advertise for the position of benefits specialist number 1330. This position will remain posted until filled.
Okay, great. So move.
Second?
Commissioner Lennon?
Yeah.
Commissioner DeBoer?
Yes.
Commissioner Spudler?
Aye. Any questions? Motion to adjourn?
So move.